Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, Dr. Yukon Suckit. I'm coming to you today from my secret underground headquarters, right next to one of the largest freshwater lakes in the world that is not in Asia. See if you can figure it out. Anyways, so today I'm bringing to you a deck that I'm currently referring to as New Cap Reanimator. It's an interesting deck. Of course, good Reanimator deck has Velomachus in it. So let's take a look at this. On the low end, we've got Malakir Rebirth, which is a black land. It's a black land. Just think of it as a black land. But if you have enough black land, you can do the other. You can use it as an instant to, you lose 2 life, but until the end of your turn, whenever this creature dies, return it to the battlefield tapped and under your owner's control. So it helps to keep your creatures alive. But it only costs 1 black. It's a good thing to do, but sometimes, more times than not, you need the black land. We got Infernal Grasp, probably one of the best creature removal spells we currently have in meta right now, mostly just because of the art. Look at that thing. That is so beautiful. Destroy target creature, you lose 2 life, but it's cheap. Look at that, black and 1. You're ready to go. We got Cathartic Pyre, which is 2 mana, and you can do 2 points of damage to target creature or planeswalker, or discard up to 2 cards and then draw that many cards. So it's one of those Swiss Army knives. It only has 2 abilities, but still, both of them are really good. Shatterskull Smashing, which is a red land. One of the things nice about that is you can choose to pay 3 life to make it a fast red land. But other than that, you can pump X into it and you can do that much damage divided as you choose amongst 2 target creatures and or planeswalkers. If you pump 6 or more into it, then you could do, what is that, twice that much damage to 2 target things instead. Usually it's a red land. We got Path of Peril, which is 3 mana, and by itself you destroy all creatures with a mana value of 2 or less. And if that doesn't do it for you, you need to do more, then you got to play the Cleave cost, which is 6 mana, including a white, which makes this into I believe, a Mardu deck, right? Because white, red, and black is, I believe, Mardu. So we got Fable of the Mirror Breaker, Kikijiki, which is you create a 2/2 red shaman token creature, and whenever it attacks, you get a treasure token out of it. That might be the white you're looking for. Eventually, you may discard up to 2 cards and draw that many cards, or so. There seems to be a lot of good cards. See, the good thing about discarding it, we'll get to it, is you want to get rid of Titan of Industry, because we don't have any. We do have green, but we don't have like 3 green. I mean, I guess if we got all 3 of those, we'd have 3 green. And we got some treasure. So if you had to pay for it outright, you could. What you really want to do is you want to chuck away Titan of Industry. You're reaching, trampling 7/7. And this is a good place to do it. Here in Cathartic Pyre, right? And also seize the spoils, which we'll get to in a second. But anyways, on the 3rd turn, you get back your Reflection of Kikijiki. And you can pay 1 and tap him to create a token that's a copy of another target non-legendary creature you control, except that it has haste and you have to sacrifice it. Titan of Industry, not a legend. So therefore, you can create copies of it until the end of turn. So you got a hasty, reachy, trampoly 7/7 that also will either destroy target artifact or enchantment, or give you 5 life, or create a 4/4 rhino, or put a shield counter on a target creature. Well, I'll do 2 of these things. So that's exactly what you're looking to do, is to copy a Titan of Industry. Which is interesting because this deck was originally called like a Velomachus deck, whatever. I've found Titan of Industry is the real star here. What else we got? Seize the Spoil. So you discard a card, like Titan of Industry, get it into your graveyard, because we do have the ability to, with Return Upon the Tide, to bring it from the graveyard directly back to the battlefield. And if you foretell it, that only costs you 4, which is way cheaper than the 7 that he normally costs. Now let's get back down to it. So Baleful Mastery. So you could pay 4 to exile any target creature or planeswalker. Okay, but if you don't happen to have 4, you don't feel like paying 4, instead your opponent can draw a card. You can pay 2 to be able to exile target creature or planeswalker. So pretty good. There's Return the Tide. We talked a little bit about this. Return target creature from your graveyard to your battlefield. If it's an elf, we're not playing with elves. You're not doing that last part, so don't even worry about it. But we do have a foretell on it, so you can pay 2 to get it into the foretold category, which is also good because it keeps people from forcing you to discard it. And so then you pay 4 rather than 5 to bring whatever happens to be in your graveyard back to the battlefield. And then you get your enter the battlefield's effect, ETB. All right, we got Burn Down the House. Burn Down the House. So this thing can do 5 damage to each creature and planeswalker, which is not going to bother Titan of Industry, but it will bother Velomachus Lorehold. So you don't necessarily want to do it when Velomachus is out, because he'll be dead. You can create 3 1/1 Devil tokens. And when they die, it deals 2 points or 1 point of damage to any target. So you know what? That effect is actually pretty sweet as well. So sometimes it's wiping the board, sometimes it's putting out some devils. Either way, you're not doing anything totally bad. We got Invoke Calamity. Now this takes 5 red mana. Hopefully, or 4 red mana and then something else. So hopefully we got the red mana for it. But you may cast up to 2 instants and or sorcery spells with a total mana value of 6 or less from your graveyard and your hand without paying their mana cost. Okay. So what are we talking about here for 6? Well, we're talking about things foretold cards aren't actually in your hand or the graveyard. So we probably won't be able to cast those. But if it was in your hand or graveyard already, then you could do it, and that's 5 out of the 6 right there, right? And that way you can use that to get one of these other guys back or something. Otherwise, you can use it to do Path of Peril. That would happen. You could wipe everything out. But that would cost you. I don't know if you could play the cleave cost with this. We'd have to try that sometime. Cathartic Pyre would be good. Infernal Grasp would be good. I'm not sure if you could do the lands that way, but we'd have to find out. We'd see what happens. So that's Invoke Calamity. Just being able to go get stuff out of your graveyard and cast them again. Titan of Industry, you're probably not playing it from your hand. Let's put it that way. We got Velomachus. So when you get him out, he costs 7 normally. He's got haste and vigilance and flying. And so that where when he attacks, though, you go and look at the top 7 cards of your library, and you may cast an instance or sorcery with the mana value less than or equal to his power, and he's a 5. So what are you going to play for 5? Return Upon the Tide, Baleful Mastery. You could always wipe the board. It'll take out Velomachus at the same time, but Fable that's not instance or sorcery. Looks like it's going to mostly be Cathartic Pyre, Seize the Spoils, Baleful Mastery, Burn Down the House. Get yourself some devils out of the deal. And they have haste, right? Yep, they do. So that could always be fun. You just got to play it right. All right, so we got Kamigawa land that will let you mill 3 and then return a creature or planeswalker from your graveyard to your hand. So at least you get it back to your hand if you're getting close with mana, right? We got this guy, which puts out a couple of tokens and a tri-land, some dual lands. I think there's only 2 actual lands, like regular mountains in this whole thing. No swamps or anything. All right, could be weird as far as the lands are concerned, but the rest of this looks pretty decent. Let's try it out and see how it does. Hey, we're playing against AnderMTG. What is that? Some sort of creepy goat dude? All right, so we got 3 land essentially. What do we got? So everything but white. This thing can do white, and that could be a black. Let's keep it. Put out our tri-land to start off with. What are we looking at here? Cathartic Pyre will let us discard up to 2 cards and draw that many. Don't necessarily have anything I want to put to the graveyard, though. Hopefully we'll draw something awesome we can throw away. Otherwise, I'm thinking we'll just foretell. Let's go for white. Let's foretell. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and play this as a red, since we need a lot of red. And discard a card, let's do that. What are we getting rid of here? He's not playing anything good. Let's get rid of the Infernal Grasp at the moment. Yeah. See, I just love Burn Down the House so much. I just don't want to get rid of them, but we need to keep drawing at the moment. There's that jerk trying to get a bunch of little weenies. I just need to keep digging, get to those big guys. Take some damage here. Alright, so here's a green. I have 2 reds, so that's fine. I don't really need a bunch of green. I really don't. Alright, so let us... put out some devils. I'm thinking he's going to let him through. I'm really digging for the things that we want, though. I mean, the deal is if I put down 3 more devils, that's 6 devils. That's a lot of damage to be passing around every turn. Whole lot of looking around, a whole lot of not doing anything good. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and put this out as a red. We have the ability to burn down the house. Let's just go ahead and... he's just going to have a bunch of dudes all attack. Alright, so we're down to 11. We have nobody blocking for us. Let's just go ahead and... well, I could always just put out 3 more devils, right? Let's do that. Problem is you eliminate the devils. If you don't, whatever, exile them. It just says when it dies, so yeah, exile I think would take care of it too. Unless dies means the exact same thing as destroyed. I don't remember if that was the same thing. I got enough mana to make this thing go. I just need the cards themselves. I'd like for you to attack me right now. It'd be super. Okay, we're gonna black up. Let's go ahead and discard another card. God, which one? Let's do this one. There he is. Okay, I could discard him on this turn maybe? Yeah, I could discard up to 2 cards and draw that many cards. I really have 2 left? Wow. Yoink. 1, 2, 3. So I'm leaving 3 back because a lot of times I'll go, oh, there's 2 guys, I'll just block with 2 guys, and then they kill one of the guys. And then one guy sneaks through, and that's not cool. Okay, so what I'm really hoping, I gotta make sure I keep one of my blacks open after my next turn, so I can play Malakir Rebirth on the Titan of Industry. Hopefully I'll make it through the opponent's turn. That's 7. We might have some tricksy stuff going on, and that would be bad. Like, it would be bad is if you just killed, let's see, he killed himself. I can say if you killed all my dudes and then just marched in, but... If he kills my guys, I'll be able to kill his guys. Gotta get the fish so they're not mirroring each other. That really bothers me. Eat up there, Cubert. So the question is Ander, is he thinking, or did his mom make him take the trash out? What do you think it is? Come on, don't just time out on me. We need to play the game. All right. Let's bring you back. Yeah, I think Anders probably lost his connection. Nope, he's touching things. I saw him. Let's destroy and put a shield. Two ought to do it. All right, we got him down to 12 in turn. Got to keep that Titan of Industry safe. He's got a shield. That dude's got a dangerous amount of cards in his hands. What? That sucked. I thought the shield would protect me. There's another one now. I can't play it. I don't have enough green. So creature just throw my own guys. Let's see. So I could do. I have 6 of them. If I could do all the damage, then I could just kill my own guys, killing all of him. Let's see if that works. Okay, he blocked. That sucked. Let's see. There we go. And we win! Whew! I was getting toasty there for a second. We're playing against Ludo. Greetings, Ludo. I am Dr. Suckit. And we've got 2 mana. That sucks. Tell you what, I'm going to try it. I'm hoping I can grab a 3rd mana. There we go. Slow land. Yeah, if I have a 3rd, I can start throwing away the Velomachuses. Then we can start thinking about how we can reanimate them. So we're going up against standard mono green. There we go. Nice and slow. Or do I just want to kill the wolf right now? Let's see. Let's go for a black here. Infernal Grasp. That guy will be jumping up to 3 in no time. Okay, that guy can't do anything for a while. You gotta get 7 lands before he can be a stomperary. Oh, let's keep the game going. Oh wait, I don't want to discard him. I want to discard Velomachus. There we go. Next, in turn. I don't have anything to keep alive. So see, I can have 4, 5 mana on my next turn. Anything here worth playing? Velomachus, but I don't have anything to bring things back from the dead yet. So he's got 5 mana. He's got a dragon. He's got a dragon! There we go. So he's got a Death Touch dragon, which isn't going to help. Velomachus will die! I really like to keep it alive. I can Baleful Mastery for 4. Let's just try that. Pay the full amount. I think this is going to get him some lands. Is that the deal? And we're done. Okay, here comes Snow Bear. He's got some beef. It's equal to number of lands, huh? So we got 6, 1 more for the topiary. Ooh, I need something like a burn down the house. Velomachus. And we attack. Alright. Okay, and I want that Malakir Rebirth to keep Velomachus alive. Of course, I have no mana for it. There's 7, so he can do his 4, but I can kill it. But of course, he'll just pump it with the enchantment. Oh, that's not good. Okay, I need 1 more red, and I can play Invoke Calamity. What kind of calamity could I invoke? An Infernal Grasp. Or I could return people from the dead. Like Velomachus. That's not looking good. And I don't have the red mana. But I do have the ability to do 6 points of damage. Let's go be a jerk. Alright, I'm just going to go for number 5 here. Okay, we're going to take at least 3 points of damage this turn, I'd imagine. Push us down to 4. We're really riding the line. I need to start reanimating. But I've got potentially 3 red. And Invoke Calamity costs me more. So I don't have enough to play for Velomachus in the least. So it looks like Seize the Spoils depending upon what I draw my next turn. Surprised this guy's not playing his last bit, pulling another creature back from the graveyard. Alright, looks like we could just kill. I could probably be both of these things. Let's just do it both. Alright, see you later. Yeah, Velomachus, I guess. I can really do this. Alright, let's go ahead and put that other red out. And it looks like we're invoking Calamity on the next turn, which means in a roundabout way, hopefully we can get back to Velomachus again. You have a 3rd ability on that card, dude. Come some lands. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, I got 7 mana. Pass the turn. Pass it. Not just pay for it. Excellent. Velomachus. All attack. Oh, okay, we're going for these guys. Huey, Dewey, and Louie. You're getting a lot of mana there, my friend. Okay, let's axe up here. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. Alright, let's invoke Calamity. Three more. Is there anything good here? Can I kill all my dudes? I just need 2 more, right? Okay, I can't. So we'll just put out the Kiki Jiki Maker. Alright. Oh, it's a 10-10! Nice! 11-11! You should fling it at me, man. Thing is, my devils will defeat everything that's going on here. Whatever. He knows, he sees the writing on the wall. Here we go. Let's just be a jerk. Burn down the house! Victory! And we're playing against benvolumer. Benvolumer. Okay. We got 3 mana. Fantastic. 3 mana. Bunch of control. We'll keep it. Alright, so black's our baby, but we know how much we need red. There's some white right there. Let's start off with a little red action. I'm thinking black, red, white just to cover it up. Cover the spread there. Black. Anything we could throw away? We do Cathartic Pyre. No, wrong one. Discard up to 2. Just don't want to do it. We're done. Malakir Rebirth. That's a guy that needs to die. That's who we're going to do. I've seen those things just get out of control. Alright, white. We shall foretell. Nothing good there, though. Alright, so we got enough of that. We'll put out the red. Let's kill that guy. We twisted its neck. Got enough to cast Rebirth. So let's put somebody on the field. And we win! Because we're so awesome! Alright, so here is New Capenna Reanimator. And it was cool. It did a great job. Thing is, what was in here that was actually new? Well, what was new was we had the Proving Ground, which is one of the new Tri-lands. Tri-lands definitely help you to get the 3 that you need. The funny part is, I guess, yeah, we only need white for Velomachus, and we only need green for Titan of Industry. And yet we're ignoring the Velomachus part of it. I guess we got a lot more white over here on these multi-lands. I guess just these ones right there. Or right, wherever they are. The Needleverge Pathway. There you go. So, but I didn't seem to have a problem getting the white. There seemed to be plenty of it. And I wasn't really planning on playing the green, so I'm not sure exactly why we needed those either, but whatever. So that and the Titan of Industry. The Titan of Industry is space cool, but he is so expensive. So I got to say Reanimator is a great way of bringing him out. And Return Upon the Tide that's the price I like to pay for Titan of Industry. And of course then, Invoke Calamity to play back the Return Upon the Tide to bring back these. Not to mention having a lot of the Seas of Spoils and the Fable of the Mirror Breaker with its middle ability and the Cathartic Pile to like discard the stuff in your hand, get them in the graveyard, and then to keep like digging through your library to find the big cards so that hopefully you can throw them in your graveyard so that you can reanimate them. Plus we had some nice control. We had Path of Peril. We had the Cathartic Pyre. You had the Infernal Grasp. Burn down the house, which I love, love, love. I mean, you saw that we were using those devils as our infantry, just getting them out there and going. Because the great thing I love about them is that they're 1/1s, but they're packing the heat. If they die, they're going to do another point of damage. So it's like, it's just, you got to let them through because any touch turns them into a freaking grenade. And if your dude only has 1 point or 2 points of damage and they block, that the guy's dead probably. So 6 of them is dangerous to let be on the table. You got to exile them, I think, because I think that's the only way of getting around taking those extra points of damage that you don't necessarily want to do. I still think that the lands that they have in here are a little kooky. I don't know why I would care about creating spirit tokens. It doesn't help the deck out at all. It's just throwing some tokens out in case you get, you just want to do something. So I gotta believe there's probably a better mix of mana involved here. Malakir Rebirth, it made me feel good having it in my hand because I knew that I could keep Titan of Industry open. Now, on the other hand, when he gets exiled, I'm not sure much that this would even help against that. Because I don't think exiled is the same as dying. So I don't think it would save it. So just exile's exile, man. You can't do much about it. The only thing you could do would be to phase it out, and that's kind of a blue ability. So yeah, if you're playing Simic, maybe you could do a little phasing, Titan of Industry kind of thing. A little Titan ramp. I don't know. But Titan of Industry is super cool. Let's go look at him again. Because you get, when he comes into play, his Inner Battlefield, you get 2 of those. 2! And I can tell you, any of those things I would like. 5 life, great. But even though that's probably the one I'm using the least, because everything else is even better. That shield counter, if a permanent shield counter on it would be dealt damage or destroyed, remove a shield counter from it instead. Oh, so that's not as great as I thought. I thought it gave you like hexproof and indestructible or something, but pretty much it's just a 1-turn indestructible is all it is. So yeah, anything that exiles your dude or pins him down with an enchantment, it doesn't protect him from that. But yeah, getting that Rhino, that's pretty cool too. So anyways, I really like this deck. I thought it was a lot of fun. Is it going to, I think it could do really well. I think it could potentially be competitive. If you wanted to play this and climb the ladder, I think you got a chance. Because I think that the board wipes that are in here, the Path of Peril and the Burn Down the House, will be able to take out a lot of guys. Take out a lot of the decks out there. And they will have a hard time recovering from that. And if you got guys in the graveyard, great. You love that. It's just exile you got to watch out for. And I think everybody's got to worry about that. So yeah, this is a great deck. I'm going to give it an A, a solid A. I think this is really good. So I hope that you guys enjoy playing this as much as I did. That's all for now. If you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, I want you to have a great day. In the words of my people, word to your mother. Bye.